Don't you want a rematch?
That was just because they knew they had season 3 and they wanted to.
You got
know
season
what I mean?
10, but what the fuck? If season 1 through 2
don't know
through
that,
9
though.
is whack,
I feel like, you know what I feel like what happened more with you?
What?
You watched the first season, was like, damn, this is really good.
Yeah.
And then season 2 was just a disappointment.
It was.
yeah, it was.
I went into
That's
season
exactly-
2
but I can't
realizing
say
I'm saying
it
that
wasn't
myself.
go that
I
hard.
can't say it was a disappointment. I disagree with you.
It
wholeheartedly.
was mediocre, but it was dope.
I wouldn't even say it was mediocre. It was
3 out of 4 is saying it was
decent.
mediocre.
It was decent.
It was mediocre.
Okay, well, I will say this. Compared to other shows, yes, season 2 was still better than most other
Than half of
superhero
Walking
shows. Yes, like The Boys is still a better show than most of what's out there right now, because of the fact that it's done with love. Like, you could tell they're doing a good job of parodying superhero culture. What is it? Big companies, Hollywood, actors, like public reception. They're doing a great job of parodying all those things still, even with the season 9 all coming together.
So what I'm saying is, see it as like almost a character study. It was a character breaking down each character, and a lot
You
of
can get
disappointment.
both, though. You
it was
can
like
get
an
both.
Empire Strikes Back type season.
But like,
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's
that's
like Empire
perfect.
Strikes Back.
That's perfect.
I'll give it that.
Like every time,
It's
like
there,
I
but
said,
it's
every
not
time
there.
it was a lot of character building. A lot of things went on. A lot of things felt like it was a victory, but then they pulled it back. They pulled the curtain behind us,
they
or
didn't wanna give you
pulled
too
the
much.
carpet and was like, "Nah, we're not gonna give you that full victory."
Can't
Gaslight
give
was
you
a
all.
waste. Esposito was a waste.
Esposito was phenomenal.
He had one good scene. The scene where he put Homelander in his place. That was it.
That was dope.
It was dope as hell, but that's
He
it.
said, "You think we need you?
He was like, I
I'm
don't
not
know. He
afraid
said-
of you."
He treated him like a kid, because that's what he acts
he
like.
is.
He acts like a kid.
He
You
really
drink
was.
breast
Yeah,
milk.
to like be real, we learned a lot about Homelander just this one season.
Not
Yeah,
for
but
nothing,
none of it
they
added up
made
to
you-
anything.
Which was really weird because remember last season everybody hated Homelander.
And this one
close
made
to
you-
this season we almost cared about him.
You gave him sympathy.
That's you.
and that's
Wow.
really you didn't
That's
feel
you.
nothing when he was like taking the kid out and being like, I
Nah.
want to be.
I think they tried to make you sympathize
I
with
ain't
him.
feel
Right,
nothing for that
but
scene.
it-
The scene where I felt for Homelander was where the mom brought him outside and was like, "Listen, please, you never had a mom. Let me raise him. He needs a mom. You could still be here, but blam." And he was like, "You know what? You're right." And then Stormfront was like, "Nah, we got powers. Let's take him out of here."
Nah, but it was that scene when he took him to the big
Yeah.
area and he was like, "Hey, look," because
He don't want the kid
before
to
that,
grow up how he grew up.
no,
Exactly.
because if you look at it, Homelander first tried to train him like he was trained.
Yeah, he threw him off
when
a
he
roof.
threw him off the roof and was like, "Hey, you shouldn't like this."
He'll be all right.
The whole thing with that is that
got powers.
they had to make Homelander sympathetic so that you could hate Stormfront more.
True.
You can't have
Pretty
them both
much.
at that high level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She needs to be the big bad guy of the season.
It's like Flash with Professor Zoom.
Yeah, or any Dragon Ball Z season where they turn
And
a
you
bad
gotta,
guy
and
good.
you gotta remember, Huey was really going through it this season. Like
He
this,
wanted to kill himself.
This season was like Huey went from "I hate my life" to "I rather die" to "Okay, maybe I can live my life.
I think I could help.
I think I can help." Because when we started this season, Huey was the worst. Not
He
like the
wanted
bad.
to die when he was in the whale.
Yeah, he wanted
Yeah,
to
but
give
those
up on
aren't
life.
those aren't story beats. Like you said, I give you their character studies, but what the one thing I do like is that Homelander, as much as he is the bad guy of the whole series entirely, he wasn't on the level where like Stormfront was, where
Yeah,
she was super
blatant.
racist.
She was blatant.
Even when she told the kid, "Hey, you know, there's people out there. There's a white genocide." He looked at her like, "Man, I'm evil, but damn, this."
Like, what are you telling my
She's just
son?
straight-
Like, what are you
She's
telling
just
my
straight up a
son?
Nazi.
I
bro.
liked that he was like not that level.
Right.
He
And-
wasn't about it.
He,
but
he's
was about
evil,
it.
but he's not racist.
Don't you want a rematch?
Shinobi Beats.